Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave.
Oh, I didn't know this time. What's going on, people? Family Sam here from LV1Gaming.com. That's Level1Gaming.com. And congratulations, you guys leveled up to 117. This is the Double XP podcast. We do have a returning guest, even though the running joke is no one ever comes back to the Double XP podcast. The beautiful Flow Hugger convinced that man, Tim Dog, to come back tonight. We're going to get started with the introductions because we do have a lot to talk about. Starting to my right, the man with the clamps, Citizen Snips.
What's going on, everybody? Another week, another Wednesday, another episode of the Level 1 Gaming 2XP podcast. Hyped to have Tim Dog here with us. Is very topical as well, considering what's going on tomorrow. So, I mean, I ain't going to waste a whole lot of time, man. I'm ready. Let's get into it.
Next up, right below me, my right hand one man, the Floor Hugger with the hard R.
What's up, y'all? I just saw Dallas's picture. You did him dirty, boy. What is up? We got a lot to talk about. I'm so glad Tim is back. And let's just get into it because there's a lot of stuff to cover.
And he's not here tonight, but as you guys can see, that's not DallazMan, but Dallas can't make it tonight. I know a couple of people asked about the intro song. That is called Level Up by DallazMan. It is an original song for LV1Gaming.com. So make sure you guys check out the website and check out Dallas because he is one heck of an artist. But next up, we got the half man, half god, Demi God Reviews.
What's going on, people? It's not the main box tonight. It is the ghost box. I'm dropping nothing but Ghost of Tsushima pictures in there. So y'all might as well prepare yourselves. Y'all looking for funny, y'all finna get swordplay. And that's that. Period.
I don't know very few people who know more about the Halo lore or more excited for Halo Infinite than man. Next up, Spartan 117, Halo to the King. What's going on, boss?
What's going on, everybody? It's a big week. We got Xbox Don, Tim Dog with us tonight, and we got a good panel. So, yep, let's jump right in.
People hate to love him, and they love to hate him. The infamous Tim Dog. What's going on, family?
Happy to be here. I'm really excited about tomorrow. You guys are great panel. Ready to talk some Xbox, and hopefully they deliver us a good show tomorrow, and really pumped up.
So we are most definitely happy and excited to have you back, Tim Dog, coming to kick it with us once again. We do have a lot of Xbox topics to talk about. But first, I do want to start with a little bit of news that came out of Sony this week before we get to all things Xbox. Miles Morales came out to be 4K 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5. I guess what we're hearing is that is the performance mode, and the base mode would be 4K 30 with the bells and whistles and ray tracing and all that. So for this shorter Spider-Man game with an open world type game, how much of a game changer is it for console players to play this type of game at 60 frames per second? Let me hear your thoughts first, Demi.
It's a big game changer, especially since we're getting an open world game at 60. That's something I've been waiting for a while. Now, if we can get stuff like RDR, Ghost, and Horizon at that peak, then I'm with it. But I'm definitely excited to see what Miles Morales can do.
Right to the point. Halo to the King, man. Spider-Man Miles Morales, 60 frames per second, 4K, PS5, open world game. What you thinking?
Man, look, I'm all for it, man. I love the first Spider-Man game, and the fact that there's, new Spider-Man, new abilities, apparently it's supposed to be like really snowy and stuff like that too. 4K 60, I'm ready for it.
But everybody say we finna run through this PlayStation topic, but everybody going quick. Tim Dog, what are you thinking, man? The Spider-Man Miles Morales being 4K 60 frames per second on PS5 for an open world title. This a game changer for next gen?
Yeah, listen, I was on Twitter, and I never understood why. We know PlayStation 5 is very powerful, and when I heard the news that it was 30 frames per second, I was, saying that, the game should definitely be 60. I definitely questioned it. But yeah, it's huge. I mean, listen, let's be honest. All generation we heard, let's get 60 frames per second. I'd rather have 1080p 60 than 4K. Now you're getting best of both worlds. That's the way it should be. And for this generation, no matter what, I think that we should see 60 frames per second, even if it's a performance mode. Even if you have to run the game at 1440p or even 1080p, if you can give a performance mode, just like PC gets, and you know that these developers can do it. Now they have the hardware to facilitate it for sure. They were doing it, with the Jaguar. Now they got a whole different ballgame. So yeah, it's huge news, and I think that Sony fans should just in general push for 60 frames per second, because let's face it, these next generation machines can do it. So there's really no no excuses. You could say, well, it can't be 4K, but you could turn off ray tracing. You could make it lower resolution. You can get to 60 frames per second pretty much on every title, in my opinion. And I think that that's what this whole generation for both Xbox and Sony should be about. I don't want, I don't think it's, there's a lot of 30 frames per second is okay, and I didn't agree with that. I think that this next generation hardware can facilitate it, and I'm very happy that Spider-Man and Insomniac did this. I just don't understand why. I guess it was maybe they heard some of the people complaining, but I don't understand why they just announced it out of the blue and not the first day. But whatever it is, we'll take it.
I will say, before he goes to the next person, I know, Tim, I know you probably saw this a lot too. There were a lot of people that were weirdly okay with 30 frames per second being next gen. Like, a lot of people were like, yeah, it's fine. I've seen video of people saying, yeah, 30 is cool, as long as it's 4K. It's pretty. I'm like, since when do people start making excuses and apologies for 30 frames per second? I mean, not saying it's 30 frames is a bad thing, but it shouldn't be the standard going into next gen. Citizen Snips, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, 4K 60 frames per second next gen.
Good. I mean, like Tim was saying, I feel like especially when we get into next gen, 60 frames has to be like the standard. That has to be expected from just about every game. And I don't think it's too much to ask for either, especially when you look at the kind of hardware that they're throwing in there, until you start getting into weird 8K things. But that's just kind of irrelevant and unnecessary, in my opinion, at this point in time. But my only thing that I want to know more about is they called it a performance mode. So I want to know what does that mean? Does that mean you're turning certain things down? Are you reducing certain aspects of the visual fidelity of it to get to 60 frames at 4K? Or is it just like, no, it's just a special mode that lets it know, hey, you're playing on a PS5, you can go rock on, do your thing. So that's my curious part about it that I would like to know. But I mean, aside from that, man, this is awesome. It should be that way, and that should be what all people want, whether you support Sony or Xbox or whatever the heck. You want more frames. It looks pretty that way, I promise.
Insomniac hasn't confirmed, but I know a lot of people are speculating that the 4K 60 is going to be without the bells and whistles. No ray tracing, none of the extra stuff. It's just 4K 60 with lower settings. Think of possibly 4K 60, at medium settings on the PC.
Okay.
That is a confirm. That's just speculation that's going around.
Right.
Hugger. 4K 60 on an open world title on console. Game changer.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not somebody who really is gonna sound bad. Not that I don't care. It's just the people that are gonna use that as their arguing point about things. It's like, it doesn't matter. We go back to the same thing I always say. It doesn't matter. Just play the games where you want to play them and just have some fun. Because I just don't care for your dick measuring contest out there. Well, my console does 60. My game does 60. I don't care. Your game is ugly and its story is shallow as a puddle. Leave me alone. I don't know. I just don't care. I say this without being a dick.
I think everyone, like everyone's pretty much saying, I think everyone should be excited for this because especially even if you don't plan on buying a PlayStation 5, if you plan on getting the Xbox Series X, doing that, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It is the more powerful box, regardless of the power of the SSD. So if a PS5 is doing 4K 60 in an open world game, we can see, you definitely want to see that on the Xbox Series X. Granted, it has a lot to do with talent, because not everyone can just take a powerful machine or a powerful PC and make a game run 4K 60. It takes a lot of talent behind that, and I think both companies have that. So definitely, this should be the standard moving forward. There should be no excuses. We're hearing about games being 4K 120 frames per second. Granted, it might be a racing game. Granted, it might be a indie game, not necessarily an indie game, but a game like Ori and the Will of the Wisp. But we're hearing games being possibly 120. That means the games need to be 60 standard. We've already seen from Microsoft saying that their image of 60 being a standard and 120 being enhanced. Let's see it. Like, that needs to be the case. So if you still got a slow refresh rate monitor or TV, it's time to upgrade when you get that new console, because if you want the full benefits of that, don't be out here with no 60 hertz monitor, 60 hertz TV, bragging about 120 frames per second when you can't see those, bucko. You're not seeing those at all.
I can now. It's a done dealio.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what's the point of arguing frame rate if your game turns out to be like Haze? You can say, oh, it's got all the greatest frame rate in the world, but Haze, we all know about Haze.
Remember,
Haze killed Halo, though. So.
Yeah, that was the Halo.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Wait. That was the Halo killer. Oh man,
Yeah.
That was a solid killer, all right.
that game shot itself in the foot.
Big time.
No, not the foot, in the face.
Put the barrel in its mouth and pulled. Oh my god, that game was bad.
So, I know a lot of you guys are here. We're going to talk about the Xbox Game Showcase, but I do want to talk about one more topic before we get into the showcase, before we get into predictions and really dive into it. Today we got the Halo Infinite box art, and it looked, number one, my God, that suit is crispy AF, right? Like, that thing is nice. I think everyone agreed that thing looked way better than what we got in 2013, 14, with Halo 5, with 2014.
The armor that they originally showed was Halo 4. That was 2012, I believe. 2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Much better, right? So, but one thing that people picked up on, along with the rumors that was going on, and you can see it. No, we can't confirm it, but it did look like Master Chief has a grappling hook on his left arm, the right arm from our side, his left arm. So, and I want to start with Halo to the King with this one. What do you think about Master Chief, aka Nathan Drake? I'm playing. What do you think about Master Chief having a grappling hook in Halo Infinite? If that's what it is, we're all just assuming at this point.
Well, actually, yesterday, before this picture was announced, some incredible insider was talking about the grappling hook, and there was going to be sprint. So then today, seeing it actually in person kind of confirmed it. Now, my problem is I don't want it to be something that like allows you to swing around the map. I don't want it to feel like a Titanfall game. I want it to feel like a Halo game. Now, I'm kind of a Halo purist. Like, I feel like the game should stay, pretty grounded as it is. Like, I didn't really see, and there's really no need for sprint, and it's been proven. Like, you could just up the movement speed. It's the same thing, whatever. But there's ways to implement it. Like, if it's only a vertical thing and it's not like actual like momentum swinging type thing, which I guess I'd be okay with that. Or if it's like a pickup where you can only use it a certain amount of times, kind of like how it was in Halo 3, where you could only it'd be like a pickup around the map, like equipment. But I guess we're gonna have to kind of wait and see. I'm not too big on the whole grappling hook idea, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how it's implemented. So,
Tim Dog, I definitely got to get your thoughts on this, man. This what we seem to see a grappling hook on the Master Chief. What are your thoughts about if that's real, and what about its implementation in Halo Infinite?
Well, like we were talking about pre-show, I think that if they can show it using like vertically, if it's used vertically and like to get position overhead on maps, and the maps are like that, I think that's pretty cool. But I agree with Halo to the King. I don't really want to be like Spider-Man shooting and using a grapple hook or Lost Planet type deal. Even though I did like the grapple in Lost Planet, I just want them to implement it in a smart way and maybe not, too, overbearing. I'm hoping it's not something that could hurt the gameplay. But like you guys say, it's all wait and see. It could be something very simple, or very, it's a grab type mechanism where you can grab something and that's it, or grab the Spartan or whatever, or combat things, maybe something like that, kind of like Batman would use. But let's wait and see on that. I agree. Don't screw too much with the formula. They tried jetpacks. I don't think they're gonna have jetpacks here. Thrusting and stuff like that. That with the community is usually very, very touchy. So, from what I've heard, that they've taken a lot of input from people who really, they wanted to get it to back to the old days, the Halo 1s and the Halo 2s. So they wanted to hit that. So, I'm sure that they took a lot of feedback, and I don't think it's going to be something where, you're flinging around there. I would be disappointed if that's the case. But if it was like something like you said, Fane, pre-show, where like you're on a map that you can scale up, and like there's 5, whatever Spanish guys that are coming at you, and you can get away from them by getting higher grounds and giving you a point of attack, and that way you can like grapple up. I think that's a kind of a good idea. So again, it's a wait and see. I wouldn't go too crazy. I don't think that they would, enable it to be something that takes over the game, to be honest.
Definitely, and I think that getting vertical is something that you can change to a Halo series. Why not taking away from it? Imagine grappling up and then coming down with the Spartan Slam. Just add more variety to the game, whether you're getting away from an enemy or instead of having to take a long set of stories, you can grapple up. I think that adds to the game. Like Halo said, we don't want to see Master turn into Nathan Drake. But Hugger, I want to get your thoughts about.
Let me make one more.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Before she gets in her. There's a lot of people that are saying like, oh, they'd want to see like the Spartan abilities return along with the whole grappling hook swinging. When these people say these things, these are the people that play Halo for a week or two and then they move on to the next game. This was the big problem with Halo 5 is they followed the community that literally stopped playing the game in the first month, and then the people that play the Halo up until the next Halo release are stuck with the game that you told them that they wanted. So I really hope that they listen to the people that have been playing Halo since the very beginning, because these are the people that are going to keep your game going throughout the year. So yeah, that's all I want to.
It's definitely the hardcore that game, and I do want to talk a little bit more about keeping the game running here before we after this topic. But I want to get Hugger's thoughts on this. Hugger, I'm not sure how big of a Halo fan you are, but I do want to get your thoughts on how something like this can evolve a game if it's used properly.
I think I'm gonna go echo Tim and Halo's. I don't want it to be. If I wanted to play Just Cause, I'd play Just Cause because that has the grapple. But if they do it something like Dragon Age Inquisition did when they announced you could jump in Dragon Age, all it did was add verticality, and you could scale things better. You could look for things, and they hit things in more different places. If they do it that way, I think it's going to be implemented well. But yeah, if they go with the whole you're Spider-Man now, I don't know how that's going to beat one mechanic to death, and that's just not going to look good.
So, if you guys are having issues with the stream, let me know. I'm seeing some issues on my side, and I do apologize. Oh, I think we're good again. Not sure what's happening, but Demi God, Let me get your thoughts, brother. The grappling hook. Somebody in the chat said it's not a grappling hook; it's the Sharpie, so he can keep his suit pristine. But I want to get your thoughts, David. What do you think about Master Chief having a grappling hook in Halo Infinite?
If it lets him scale and visit more places and we're finding secret stuff to find, then that's fine with me. I take a look at it as person like Pathfinder from Apex. If it opens more places to reach and be able to get to, then that's fine by me. But I don't want to just go all over the place with the grappling hook. I think personally, I would rather have Halo following Doom's footsteps where you reinvent the wheel, but it's still fun to play. But it's still the same thing also.
Okay. Last but not least, Snips. What are you thinking, brother?
Like I said, I think the right approach, as with most things when it comes to like new revealed gaming news, speculation things, is the wait and see approach, man. If you get angry about something when you don't have all the information, that makes you an ignorant child. If you get angry when you have all the information and you're justified, well, then it's rightful vengeance and fury. So, like, just wait. If you want to be mad, wait until you make sure you have something to be mad about. Don't waste your time getting mad ahead of time and then looking like a fool afterwards. But if it is a grappling hook, and if it's like anything else I've seen in the Halo series when it comes to like some kind of utility, bubble shields, whatever it may be, it's probably going to be something that you're going to pick up and will have a limited number of uses before it goes away, and then you'll have to find it again if you want to use it some more. So I have faith that they'll handle it properly, but I'm going to wait and see before I make any kind of judgment about it.
Okay. So, no, go ahead.
Wait. One more thing. Leave it out of multiplayer. That's all I ask. Leave it out of multiplayer. Don't include it. Don't even think about bringing it in. Just leave it out completely.
Halo isn't really known for that's the only thing. Like, I can't think of anything that's been in that's single player that hasn't come to multiplayer in some way.
Yeah, I just don't want Spartans grappling all over the place in multiplayer and trying to hit cool trick shots with the sniper rifle. I don't want that. Let's keep it to the arena roots, improve it on what you can, but just please, God, don't add that grappling hook to multiplayer.
So, the one way that I'm kind of hoping in my head is how Halo 3 had that little grav lift that you could kind of throw down and it would like lift you up to certain places. I'm hoping that if this grappling hook is that way, that it's like maybe like 2 to 3 uses tops, and it'll help you get from like one floor to the next. But then once it is, it like it falls off or it goes away or something like that. But I just don't want to swing. That's the only problem I have.
You know what? Didn't Doom Eternal introduce a grappling hook?
Mm-hmm. It was like a chain hook kind of thing, yeah. But
and wasn't it used just to get vertical? Like, I think people are okay with that. Like, no one's really upset about the grappling hook in Doom Eternal. I didn't play Doom Eternal, but I played a little bit of it when I was at QuakeCon, but I didn't actually buy the game. But I do remember that grappling hook being there and playing with it. And I remember a lot of people having outrage because it was used for verticality for the most part.
Yeah, well, the grappling hook was mostly to grapple on the other enemies. It wasn't actually to like scale.
Yeah, it was a meat hook.
Literally shooting it into other enemies and bringing you to them.
Yeah, that's what they called it.
Yeah, it was a meat hook. Like it will pull into other enemies to get some cool stuff off.
Plus, I mean, Doom's always kind of been about that super fast-paced, like mobility kind of thing. Like that's kind of the whole point of the game is crazy speed, crazy shooting, crazy weapons, kill as many demons as you can as quickly as possible.
What if like we got the insider information that it is a grapple hook, but what if it's obviously important because on the box server, what if they do like a bait and switch and it's like a Mass Effect energy sword or something that he can always have equipped?
I like it.
Like, that would be a good way to bait and switch.
Yo, shout out to Jago for correcting me. The grappling hook was only on the super shotgun. Thank you for that. Like I said, I only played it once when I was at QuakeCon. I didn't actually buy the game. So thank you for that clarification. We appreciate that.
You know what I would be disappointed in is if it's something that he has on him all the time, but it's like it's one of those gimmick features where like only certain points on a map are you able to grapple to. Like you have to look for those hopefully they're not like big glowing spots like you would see in like a platformer or something like that, but like unique little situations where you use it, because that would just feel cheap and like forced in. Like I'd be like, this is dumb. Why did you do this?
That's kind of a thing in Ghosts. That's actually a big point of contention in Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
It's very open on the map with places you can swing at with the item you get in that game.
Okay.
People had no problem with the grappling hook in Sekiro, so I don't know. Just see what it is before y'all get your panties in a bunch, and let's just shut up and enjoy.
I'm chafing over.
Right.
I knew it.
I do want to talk one more thing, Halo, before we get to the show predictions. And while we're here, everyone watching, no matter where you're watching it, whether you're watching it on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, if you guys could subscribe, share, follow, hit that like button, we would really appreciate it, man. All the support we get from you guys from the show to LV1Gaming.com is super appreciated. So if you guys could share out the stream and hit that like button, we would definitely appreciate that. So one thing I do want to talk about, and I've been seeing this come up a lot. I've recently heard Rand Althor talk about it on one of his most recent videos. I definitely want to get Tim Dog's thoughts about this. With the possibility of Halo Infinite having two separate downloads, one for the actual game that you pay for, and the other one being a free multiplayer. Definitely, I want to start with Tim. What are your thoughts on Halo trying to take some of the shine from the Fortnites and the Call of Duty Warzones in the world by making Halo multiplayer free?
I think that rumor is going to be true. So I think that we might not find that out tomorrow, but hopefully we do. But I've heard from pretty good sources that is the case, and I think it's a great idea. It's a great franchise to have everyone play, assuming they make the multiplayer good. They usually do. It's a great thing. So yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm like 80% that's gonna happen. I've heard it from several sources, Rand being one, but Rand obviously has proven himself. He definitely has insiders, and he definitely has inside information. But in addition to him, I actually heard this way before he had said something about it. So yeah, I think it's real, and I think it's a good idea. Is it going to be a games as a service? It possibly could be that. But being that it's free to play, I think it's a great idea to get everyone involved. And you're going to have, considering that it's going to be a cross-gen title, you're going to have so many people playing this game, and you're going to have people from Steam. And it's like I doubt the servers are going to hold the first day. Put it that way.
That would suck.
Well, I mean, I just think they're just going to have so many people on it. But yeah, I'd say it's going to be multiplayer free.
So Tim, you think it's going to Steam? You think they're going to continue to put games on Steam?
Yeah, I think it's day and date with Steam, from what I believe. Yeah.
I mean, it's a smart move. You got games like Sea of Thieves and Halo Master Chief constantly being in the top 10 in sales on Steam, so it's definitely a smart move.
Yeah. Well, Gears 2 was the first of that, but I think any title now that's big is pretty much going to be going to Steam. I mean, I don't think Ori did, but pretty sure that's been announced for it's going to Steam.
Okay. Hugger, I do want to get your thoughts on this. What do we think about them having the multiplayer being a separate download and being free to play?
Ooh. Okay, this is something that I was asking for years for Call of Duty, because I actually was one of the 2 people in the world that played the stories, and I didn't really like the multiplayers. That's why I kind of stopped buying them. But I think that'll be great, because there's a lot of people that will just want to play the Halo story. There'll be a lot of people that want both. And the fact that they're not charging for both, if the DLC or if the multiplayer is free and you just pay for the story, I think it's a smart move, honestly. And it has to go on every single place it can. I mean, I hope Xbox, when they get into the show, they really talk about Game Pass and their day and date and their play anywhere, and they really start taking it seriously. But I think it's a smart move to do, honestly.
I'm with you on that. Halo to the King, what do you think about Halo's multiplayer possibly being free and it's trying to really take some of that player count from, the Fortnites and the Apex Legends of the world by having a free, multiplayer that's cross-play between, Xbox and PC.
I mean, would suddenly people be okay with spending $60 for single player only games?
I mean, they've been doing it now.
I know what I'm saying, but a lot of people have been having issues with like $60 paying for only single player games. So, I mean, would it be the same energy?
No.
Dun dun dun.
But at the same time, you would have to think this campaign will be twice as long as Halo 5, right? Because the Halo 5 campaign was super short. So if you're saying $60 and there's no multiplayer attached to it, that means this campaign is huge, right?
That's true. But it's not like we haven't paid $60 for 5-6 hour games before.
True. Unfortunately.
So it's kind of like a wait and see thing. As far as if that actually happens, I mean, is it going to be like cross-play? I mean, it's good. Obviously, it's good for, people that just want to, play Halo. But, like, would it be like a cross-play situation where it's like consoles and PC? Or
would have to be.
That's the thing, though. Is it really... are they going to have, like, crazy microtransactions to make up for it? Because a lot of people only play Halo for the multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how they work the microtransactions, but what you were just saying, though, in regards to what were you just saying?
Crossplay.
Yeah, you could probably turn that off. I would think, like they do in Call of Duty. At least I hope.
Oh, I'm not turning it off. I want all the smoke.
Right. One of the other things that I've heard too is that this multiplayer is going to have 120 frames per second mode, so that's another thing to look out for. But I don't know if we're going to get any of this info tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure it's just the campaign they're going to talk about.
Demi God, how quickly could we find you in that free Halo multiplayer lobby if this is true?
I'm always there, regardless, free or not. So I'm with it. Like everybody catching smoke, whether it's crossplay, cross progression, whatever the case may be. Bring it. I'm ready for any and all type of smoke, whether it's strictly on Xbox or it's Xbox and PC, whatever the case may be. Because I've been proven time and time again when it comes to some of these PC folk on Gears, they wasn't with it. In ranked, on Onyx, not with the smoke.
Let's go! Hype, my man Demi say he ready. Let's go.
Wherever it's at, bring the noise, man.
Let's go.
Let me pull up your stats real quick, Demi. Hold on.
Oh,
whoa.
that's it real quick. It just says he ain't never lost.
All dubs is what it's gonna say.
All dubs.
Yo,
say W.
Citizen Snips, what are you thinking, brother?
I mean, like, I don't think I have anything really new to add, man. It's all pretty much been said. Like, everybody took the words right out of my mouth, man. It's odd that we get along so well today, but it seems like we're like-minded individuals. So I won't waste any time breathing and putting extra words in y'all's ears. Like, it's all been said and done, man. So we can just move on to the next topic.
But you would give Demi smoke with your mouse and keyboard, right?
Bruh, bet. Widow 1v1.
No.
You want to use a controller? I'll give you a 10 kill handicap, first to 12.
But
free smoke. I do want to address a comment really fast that someone brought up. And I know Tim Dog pre-show talked about a little bit about a tweet from Aaron Greenberg. Tim, could you elaborate on that? That's been brought up a couple of times in the chat so far.
Yeah, and he said it's going to be a ninth gen heavy show, but it's not going to be all 9th gen. It's going to have games, and that's why it's a game show. What I think he's alluding to, or I understand why people might have gotten like a little bit like, what does that mean? Because I was kind of like, what does that mean? But when thinking about it, I think that he's talking either about two things: either They're going to show games like Ori 2, I believe, with 120 frames per second. They're going to focus on frames, so you're going to see some of the older titles maybe brought up in the backwards compatibility if they do that on the show itself, which obviously are older games. Sea of Thieves is probably going to get an update. We know Gears is definitely getting an update. So we get all those details, and they're not necessarily 9th gen. Now the 9th gen games heavy is probably what we're all going to see, what we think about when we talk about the next subject, the predictions, the games that we think that we're going to get, whether it be Forza or Fable, or it could mean that you're going to get games that are exclusive to 9th gen, like, let's say Hellblade 2. That's not going to be on cross-gen, and that's going to be 9th gen, and Fable is going to be 9th gen. Maybe that's what he was talking about. That's going to be a mix and match of generations, but I don't think it's anything to get alarmed about. I just think that he's just talking that in general, you're gonna have next gen games for sure. It's going to be the focus, but you're probably going to get some games like the updates as far as the frames per second and some of that stuff. But I wouldn't read too much into it. Maybe it wasn't the best written tweet in my opinion, but I wouldn't look into it. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a suite of games that are going to be just we don't know if they're going to be cross-gen, but they're definitely going to be new games like Everwild, and the next segment, or when we go into that segment, we'll talk about the predictions. But yeah, I think there's going to be a ton of games there, so just don't get too crazy over that, in my opinion.
Facts. When we talked about it pre-show, that's the first thing that came to my mind was when he's talking like, hey, Ori is going to be 120 frames per second now. We're going to show you a little bit more, maybe possibly Gears 5 on a quick, excerpt on how it's going to look, next gen. So I don't think people are stressed about that. So I think, the focus is going to be next gen. That's the focus. So I don't want everyone to kind of, freak out about that. But I do want to get to the prediction time. I think we've been talking. Me and the panel talked about that this will be the show at the beginning of the week. So I think everyone kind of has some time to maybe think of something outlandish and maybe not play it too safe. But I do want to start with the Demi God Reviews, man, because he normally got some hot button takes on what he believes we're going to see at the Xbox game show. So Demi, come in hot, brother. What you got?
Give me a second.
Demi, let me get my pen. Let me get my paper out. All right, so we're gonna give Demi a minute. I'm gonna go right to Halo to the King. Halo, Xbox Game Show predictions tomorrow, which we'll be doing live reactions here, LV1Gaming.com. What are your predictions tomorrow? What are we going to see?
So, something that actually I haven't seen anybody bring up is, I think after they show the Halo footage, I think we're gonna get a beta date. Because remember, they said from here on out that they're gonna always have betas before all their Halo games. So I think either it's gonna be like, and beta starts now, something like that, or they're gonna give us an actual date for it. So I'm thinking probably in August, maybe early September, we're gonna get like a multiplayer beta to play.
Okay.
If you pre-order the game or something like that.
Shadow drop.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm thinking third-party deals. I definitely think we're going to see Dying Light make a presence, because they have marketing rights with Microsoft. I think we're going to see that game come back to light. I'm hoping. I mean, I really want to see some Hellblade 2 gameplay. Like, I think it's time. I was super excited to see it last what was it? Last year at the Game Awards show.
Yeah.
So I'd really like to see some gameplay of that. And then I don't know, maybe Fable. Just even if you don't show gameplay, let us know it exists. Or like even like a quick
kill the rumors.
Trailer. I don't care if it's Fable typed in Microsoft Word saying, "Yeah, it's coming." Shut up. I don't care.
Yeah, we give it to you. Stop asking about it. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, just something simple like that. Let us know it's coming, man, because that's a good IP for Xbox. Those are currently my only predictions.
All right. The Halo thing, I haven't heard that, but you mostly played it safe. I can appreciate that though. Demi God, you back?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna start with the third party deals, dog. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Sega gonna come out the cut and announce an exclusive Yakuza game for Xbox. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. They're gonna do that. Then we're gonna probably see something from Capcom. Being strictly, it's gonna be multi-plat, but we're gonna see it first on Xbox. And then we're probably gonna see like some more Japanese developers they've been handshaking with and getting something happening. Hopefully something from Koei Tecmo, aka Ninja Gaiden.
Okay.
We're gonna see Fable. We're going to see Perfect Dark. We're going to see Halo Infinite. I feel like we're going to see just a teaser trailer for the next Gears game also.
This early?
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I like about all of his predictions? This man doesn't say, like, for the last one you said, I think, but for every other one you were like, it's going to happen. I love the confidence in the delivery, man.
Manifestation. You
Speak
wish
it
it, you
into
want it, you do it.
existence.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. Then we're gonna see, we're gonna see a teaser trailer, the idea Xbox stuff, and they're all gonna drop right then and there. That same day.
I'm down, bro.
And that's it.
I feel you. Demi confident is.
I like it, man. I like it.
I'm a swing. I'm a grappling hook over to our guest today.
Oh God.
Tim Dog. I'm gonna swing it your way, brother. What are you predicting for the show?
All right. So one thing of note, I think that everyone has to tune into the pre-show because they're gonna have some stuff there. So they're gonna have some good information there. I think Jeff probably pushed for that too. So really tune in at 11 o'clock or whatever time you're in, what time zone, an hour before the slated announce. I would definitely say that they're going to have some type of stuff that's going to be good. Now for the show, like we were talking pre-show, they have to show Fable. If they don't show Fable, people are going to go nuts. But I do think they're going to show Fable. I think they're going to show, obviously, it's Halo. I heard 10 minutes of gameplay, so you're going to be filled with that, so you can be nice and, full with nice gameplay, so you won't be complaining about that. I heard it looks good too. Then that's where it gets, what are they going to do? They should have Forza. I think it's time to see a Forza. I haven't heard any rumblings about it, but Forza would be really nice to be there. I'm expecting it. Hellblade 2, like the gentleman was saying, I hope to have gameplay. It would be really nice if they have gameplay of that and Halo. That was one of the criticisms of the last show, was there's no gameplay. If they can show Halo and they can show Hellblade, that'd be huge. Even if the Hellblade's like 3-minute clip of just combat or whatever. So then now you got Halo, Fable, you got Halo, Hellblade, Forza. You're going to have to show Fable, like I said. Whether they show it in its glory or if it's going to be a small trailer, I'm hoping it's kind of an in-depth trailer and you get to see a lot. So if they have that, I think that at that point they have a good show and people will say, well, they met expectations, but they didn't exceed it. And I think everyone in this panel and Xbox fans want them to exceed expectations for once. And this is where I don't know if they're going to do it, but for me to exceed expectations for myself, they have to basically show Obsidian's RPG that they're touting. Not just the DLC. Show the DLC and they follow it up with the game that pretty much sealed the deal to get them, signed. Xbox was so impressed. So they've had that game since I think 2018. they can have that game, then we're we're cooking with oil. If they don't have that, I think Jeffrey Grubb even pointed it out. Then that's just meeting expectations. I don't know if people want that. They're gonna have Everwild there. I've heard that that's definitely gonna be there. I heard it looks tremendous. It looks very good, but it might not be. Might be a gas, or one of the shared world type games. I think we all would want a single player only, but I don't think we can get that. But either way, I'm not gonna give up on the game. So that's gonna be an interesting game. And then from like the publishing, if they could global publishing, if they could actually get a deal for Ninja Gaiden, then you're talking about like cartwheel time.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Yeah.
But I think that the expectations are high, and I think that they should be. Xbox has had a lot of time, and this is their pitch. I know people got like nervous. I don't want to be too long-winded with what Aaron said, but this is going to be a pitch for Xbox Series X for now. It's definitely going to pitch you that. You're going to talk a lot about frames. They're going to talk about the feel of the games and the higher frames and the latency input. But overall, if they could do what I said there, then I think the key is Obsidian. If Obsidian shows their RPG, then they're going to do their thing.
The tallest person on the podcast, Hugger, what you got, love?
I hate you some days. So, I'm agreeing with what everybody said so far, but I got some weird ones to throw out there. I think we're going to see some studio acquisition announcements, and maybe that goes on with the Warner Brothers rumors, because if they do get Warner Brothers, then Xbox will hold the rights for that Suicide Squad game, which would be interesting.
If they got the license.
Game Pass on Game Pass on PC I need to see a little bit more about that, because I can't tell you how many weeks I have to argue with people saying all of Gears is not on Game Pass, and they're like, yes it is. I'm like, no, it's not on PC. So I want to see them beef up PC a little bit more. Forza, I definitely want to see. Maybe they'll also in the pre-show do some old games they're bringing forward, like Crimson Sky or something. That would be nice. Ninja Gaiden would be awesome. Hellblade 2, Fable, Outer Worlds, I want to see the DLC. Banjo and Conquer, those would, especially Conquer. I would love to see some Conquer. That would be awesome. Nice. Like the time the world is right now, I think some Conquer would be great.
Oh yeah.
Perfect Dark. Look, I think I would like a Perfect Dark reboot. It's a weird game, but if it's not there, put it in the SOCOM bin and just leave it alone, guys. It's dead if it's not there. We don't need to every year beat a dead horse. And then my last weird one, and I don't know why my brain is like this could happen, is the entire Tomb Raider library and put it in a collection, or at least a Times exclusive on Xbox. Like from 1 back in 96 to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, put in a big collection and then drop it on Xbox first.
That's wow.
Because I heard there was rumors of them doing a new package, so I was like, okay.
It'll probably be
Makes
the new
sense.
Lore trilogy.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think we're there yet. But yeah, those are my predictions.
To kind of piggyback off of her comment, I actually would like to see some of their, maybe like they could show like current and backwards compatibility, and then what another game may look like running on the Series X, like how much it improved. I wouldn't mind seeing.
Yeah, give me some backwards compatibility. Show me the old games that you guys are going to bring forward, because I know that's a big thing that people want. Some people want, but the option to have it would be nice.
Okay. Citizen Sniff, what you got, brother?
So kind of, I do have some that kind of some people have already said. I do think we'll see a teaser for Fable. I do think we will see Hellblade 2 gameplay, and I think we'll see some Halo gameplay, and then some off-the-wall stuff that I was kind of thinking about. I feel like they're gonna announce that Xbox Live is going free, and just make, if you pay for Game Pass, that's separate. So I think there would be a slight cost. Or you know what? If they made Xbox Live free, I wouldn't even be mad if they kept the cost of Game Pass as it is. Because I have Game Pass Ultimate, which is about, I think it's $14.99 a month. That gives me Xbox Live and Game Pass for console and PC. They can keep it at $14.99 and just give me Xbox Live free if they means they go Xbox Live free for everybody. I'm okay with that. So I hope they announce that. And then the one that, because I'm, especially lately, I've been in a JRPG kind of mood. I haven't really played a good JRPG since, what's it called? Dragon, oh my God. Can't even think of Dragon Quest 11. Is that the one? The newest one? 11?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Dragon Quest 11. I put like 100 plus hours into that. I love that. So I'm kind of jonesing for some JRPG action, and that's something where Xbox is pretty lacking in terms of available JRPGs. So what I think is they're going to announce that the Final Fantasy VII Remake will be coming to Xbox in May of 2021, because I believe the online exclusive runs out in April. And then a step further, I think they'll announce that all future chapters of the game, I guess is the best way to come, will be coming day and date to Xbox as well.
Now, I could get jiggy with that. Definitely
I'm totally
get jiggy
down
with
for that. That's what I'm thinking, man. That's my kind of out there, out of the woods, out of left field prediction.
Okay. So the beauty of going last is some of the stuff you guys said I kind of had on deck as well. So I'm gonna start in the pre-show, since everyone's on the pre-show. Going to be some world premiere stuff. We're going to have some announcements. I think we're going to get a new look. Another look at Battletoads. It's going to look different.
Battletoads.
and it's going to release within the next month. I think we'll get a new trailer from Tell Me Why, Dotenod's game.
I forgot that existed, man.
And it's still supposed to come out this year. I think we'll get a new trailer for that. And with it being, definitely still coming out this year, possibly around the release of the console. One thing that Hugger brought up that I had on here, and one of them because it's a want for her, from me, for her and Dallas, is I do think we're finally going to get the rest of those Gears games on PC for Game Pass. I think that's definitely happening, along with Gears Tactics being announced for consoles. I think when we see the medium's gameplay, instead of the video starting with just world premiere, it's going to say Xbox Game Studios, because I believe that Microsoft has picked up Bloober Team as a developer. I do think we're going to see a bit of Forza, Turn 10's Forza, that's going to be releasing early 2021. I think we're going to get the announcement that Final Fantasy 14 is dropping tomorrow. It's going to get shadow dropped tomorrow on Xbox.
Ooh, I like that.
Also, and this is the one people are going to kill me for, I think that Sega will announce that Persona 4 Golden, along with Persona 5, will be releasing in Game Pass.
That's crazy.
I do like that.
Well, he did say, if you guys remember, that he's very happy with, he's happy with what they'll show at the show from a Japanese support.
True.
So, I mean, if they did that, I think that would be an awesome prediction. That'd be really, I think a lot of people would be happy. Even though a lot of people made fun of Persona or whatever.
True.
It would be a big pickup.
Oh,
I think so.
They'll
Just-
definitely have some game stuff, past stuff.
I'll say this, man. If you hate on Persona, I don't think you've ever played them, because you can say whatever you want about how they look and everything, but those games are fun.
Those are the most grooviest, stylish RPGs
And
I've played.
Fame, I hope you know, when you just mentioning the phrase Battletoads, you sent J-Dub into a conniption thing. Wherever he is, man, whether he was listening or not, he just got this twitch in his eye, and he was like, what just happened?
I think we're going to finally see, and I think it's going to look different. I don't think it's going to look the same. I really don't. I think it's going to be a different looking game. Maybe not completely different, like I know some people wanted it to look like how Rash looked in Killer Instinct. When people think that's what they wanted. I still think it'll be in the same style, but I do think it'll look different, and it may look a lot better. And if I didn't say it, I also believe we're going to get Banjo-Kazooie, but it will not be made by Rare. Another company will make Banjo-Kazooie with Rare's help.
I have one more prediction.
Let's get it.
I think the Yakuza trilogy is coming to Game Pass.
Isn't it already?
I mean, it was already confirmed that the Yakuza games are going to be there.
Right now, it's just Zero, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so the Yakuza trilogy should be on the way.
They said they're going to put all like they're putting all the Final Fantasies. They're going to put all the Yakuza games on there eventually.
Now we can get Judgment.
Wasabi brought up a good game that I completely forgot about. Elden Ring. We might see more of that.
Will we finally, get a blow out of that game?
Oh yeah. That's from
Nobody remembers it.
That's from.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's from the creator of Lord of the Rings.
That's from.
J.K. Rowling. Who was? Oh my God! What is his name?
Tolkien.
Yeah, they're combined to be working on that game.
Tolkien, and then they're also working. I think Guillermo del Toro has the part in it too.
This game.
I forgot about Elden Ring.
This game gonna be cold, dog. This game gonna be cold. I'm spazzing. And we're talking third party. I think Mass Effect might make pre-show Mass Effect announcement. Anybody?
I wouldn't be surprised. The first game needs some love. It's ugly.
I think the pre-show, the beauty of the pre-show is that you could put some of your smaller announcements, like we're predicting, like if it's the the Battletoads, the Tell Me Whys, some of the Game Pass stuff. You could put that into the pre-show, and you can leave the hour-long show, especially if you're going to use, like Tim said, 10 to 15 minutes on Halo Infinite. Then you still got 45 minutes of show to be like, all right, here's Hellblade 2, here's Fable, here's this, because you got that pre-show. And I think it was smart for them to get that pre-show, but you can put all the little stuff. You might say, oh, why are they taking up time showing this? Why are we seeing effing bugs? Yeah. I don't want to see bug snacks. You're not using that type of time on the actual main show.
He doesn't want to see it because he's already pre-ordered it.
I would even phrase it as, use the pre-show for all the things that you want to announce that don't really have something to show. Like the Game Pass news or something like that. Things that are more like, hey, we're telling you this, but nothing cool to show about it is going to happen. Save all the cool visual stuff for the actual show and make the pre-show like information or just announcement heavy.
DLC, cool Game Pass. Oh, here's these indie games. Here's what this update is coming for. And then move on.
The yearly ID at Xbox reel.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be some good games in that because I mean, Cuphead was shown in 10 seconds, and
Cuphead.
I love that game.
Cuphead, that's a
Cuphead.
I know he's good.
See what I have to work with, y'all. These are the people I have to work with.
One of the rumors I heard was that.
Uh-oh. You on mute, Tim.
Nope. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
No, one of the rumors I heard was that Cuphead was going to be shown, but it's no longer going to be DLC. It's going to be a whole sequel.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, I heard that, that was music to my ears. But again, that was a rumor, and that's not something that I would say I got from a greatly sourced rumor. More what is the word? Grain of salt. So, but yeah, I mean, there's so many ways that they can go with this. It's fun listening to everyone's, predictions. But I think the fact is that if they don't hit the expectations, I really think that that's on them. Because I think if we put any one of the people on this podcast and they said, let's review the show, and I think any one of us could give them feedback to where, or if we were running the show, or one of us was running the show, knowing what they had, let's just say, I don't think that we would fail. I honestly think that we would give the show, that the fans want. Sometimes I think Microsoft's biggest problem is they get in the way of themselves, and they overthink things. You can't be you can't be nervous. You cannot be too. Oh, what if Sony has a big show in August? You know what? If you shoot all your bullets now, it's not the end of the world if you have nothing left in August, in my opinion, because I think that you'll at least have this show that you made the fans happy, and I think that there's enough content, there's enough things that they have that they could absolutely make this show fantastic. But sometimes I do think that they kind of get themselves in trouble where they say, like, take initiative and put it off. Take that off. Now, I think that was originally planned, but they took it out. I don't really agree with that. I think that if that's the case, you could, like everyone said, you could even just show, you don't have to show much. Just show that you got this in the works, and, there'll be more on it in the future. Build the hype and get the fans happy. I think that the Xbox fans in particular really need this show to be something where they could point to and say, that's Xbox, that's what we've been waiting for. And tomorrow we will find out if they deliver or not. And if they don't deliver, again, that's going to be on them, and I think that's going to be a case where you really can't afford them a lot of, you can't say, well, you kind of got to say that that's going to be your L. You're going to have to hold that, because there really is no reason for them not to, with what we know that they have and all the studios and all the stuff that they could potentially have, there's no reason that they can't impress us. And I think there's no excuses if they don't impress us.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. This, I think Halo to the King said it earlier, man. This is, and I think we might have said this before, but man, this is probably one of the most important showcases Xbox has ever had. Being how this wasn't the best of gens, and we're going into a new gen, and it's time to tell people why they need to build a PC or buy an Xbox Series X. I mean, this is it, right? So tomorrow's super important. I'm super excited. We'll be doing we'll be going live here before the pre-show. Today we normally do suggestions, but since we have an early start tomorrow, we're actually going to bypass that and go straight to the outro, just because we don't want to keep you guys too long, because we're hoping you guys come back and rock with us tomorrow. But before we get to outros, is there anything else anybody else want to throw out there as far as predictions tomorrow? Anything about Master Chief? Anything about Spider-Man? Anything we went over today? Something we didn't that you want to throw out there before we get out?
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Oh, you mean Jet Set Radio?
Yes.
It is Jet Set Radio.
That's Jet Set Radio, dog.
It is. But I'm happy this is coming, bro. I'm happy. And they had one of the composers from the original game, Jet Set Radio, on the project also. We've been begging Sega for years, and now that we finally got something from a different team, but it's being done. I listened to the Concept of Love like 5 times today after hearing this news.
One of the things I also heard too, Halo to the King, you'll probably be happy about this, comes from a good source as well, that there is going to be a new character introduced in Halo Infinite. I think it's going to be completely new, so keep it on. I don't know if they're going to show it tomorrow, but it's definitely something that I heard is real, so that's another thing. What that new character could be, I don't think it would be Aatrox, because he's already existing, right? Who could that new character
I think the new character is going to be Hyperion.
Oh, okay, that was the guy in the visor.
Yeah, that's Dave probably Hyperius.
Oh, okay. So no Aatrox.
No, I know. There's the Aatrox is gonna be a big part of Halo Infinite, but I think that they're gonna, if we see any new character tomorrow, it's probably gonna be Hyperion.
Ah, that makes sense. Now, is Hyperius higher than Aatrox?
No, Aatrox is like the general of the army. If anything, Hyperius is like his second in command.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, man, this is exciting stuff. Like I said, I know you guys are doing a post show. I think we're doing a post show. I mean, there's gonna be so much stuff in Hysteria. Imagine they just trolled us, like they trolled us with bug snacks. just to see what would happen, and I would just love to see it.
Yo,
45 minutes of Bug Snacks.
Poor Bug Snacks. It's like a running joke now. Poor Bug Snacks, man.
You know what? It's sad. It's you know what? Actually, to be honest, I actually want to play the game now. That we made so much, fun of it.
I think
Part of that.
I think it's called persistent marketing. They just talked about it so damn much, like you have no choice. You're like, I'll play it. Just leave me alone.
At this point, like, imagine being the developer working years on that game just to find out it's a running game.
But you know what?
Sitting there with the crying Jordan face on.
It's not really fair to the developers, and I actually talked about that. The reason why that game got so much flack was because of our friend Jay making fun of Battletoads.
Yeah.
Making fun of Grounded. I mean, there's going to be Return Fire. And I mean, even when I was watching it, and I'm strawberry thing, I'm thinking,
that damn strawberry.
This is going to be some fire. This is going to be some bad. And sure enough, I turned on Twitter, I turned on my phone, and I was just like, oh my god, this is too funny.
Bangers.
Yo, I feel bad for Bug Snacks, bro. That damn strawberry. Good grief. Good grief.
I don't.
Had his hands turning into different fruits and oh no.
I don't have any extra predictions or anything. I do have one thing I'd like to say to the people at Microsoft. Why you got to make me take a day off work to watch this show, and I still got to wake up early for it?
I took off work for it, too.
Come on, man.
I took off
Come
work.
on. You can't let me burn my PTO and get to sleep in and then enjoy your show? Like, you got to, come on, man. Like, why you got to do that to me? This is rude.
We're going to be up early. I wonder why the show is this early. That's different.
Rude is what it is. All right.
Rude.
But
I was just saying, the last prediction I have is I think we're gonna see something either Outer Worlds DLC related, or I think we're gonna see something potentially new that Obsidian's been working on. At least that's what I hope for, anyway.
Yo, shout out to Duke Togo in the chat. He say Hugger got the guns out today.
Suns out, guns out. Baby.
Suns out, guns out. Let's go.
Guns out, guns out.
Yo, so we're gonna get to the outro, so let everybody get to the rest of their night. I want to start with Demi God. Say your piece, my brother.
What's going on, folks? A good show tonight. Appreciate Tim Dahl for coming on through. Appreciate the audience for listening. I'm Demi God Reviews. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Everything is the same, Demi God Reviews. Quite possibly the hardest working man in show business right now, but be getting into it. So come follow the channel, come follow everything. Got some articles coming out on Level 1 Gaming soon enough. Be on the lookout for those. And yeah, that's about it.
Don't forget your OnlyPans, bro. You gotta plug the OnlyPans.
Nah, I get some OnlyPans plugins. Nah, I'm just leave it. I'm just leave it alone.
Halo to the king, man.
What's up, everybody? I appreciate Tim coming through. I appreciate the chat for tuning in, and as always, I appreciate the beautiful panel that we always have every tuning in with the bullshit. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day, bright and early. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. So yeah.
The man with the clamps, Citizen Snips.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks to Tim Dog for hanging out with us again. Like Fame said at the start of the podcast, nobody ever comes back. Well, now you came back. You broke the trend. You reset the mold. We now have a new bar to work from. So hopefully it only goes upwards from here. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm hyped for tomorrow, even though I still got to wake up relatively early. It's kind of upsetting. I'll deal with it if they show me some good stuff. So just make it worth my time, Microsoft. We'll be all good.
Thank you.
My sister, Floor Hugger. The Twitch affiliate, the newly Twitch affiliate, along with Citizen Snips and Demigod, the Floor Hugger.
Hot to. What is up, y'all? Tomorrow we'll be covering it, Level 1 Gaming. But just don't be knobheads to anybody on social media if it doesn't pan out the way you like. Remember, it could be awful, but it's not as bad as EA Play. So have a good night. I'll be streaming after this, and thanks for joining us, y'all.
last but not least, I want to give a big thank you to our guest, the notorious one, xCloud Tim Dog.
I'm doing that.
No, you got to do it more, man. You got to let it go, baby.
This won't be the last time I come here. You guys are great. I had a really good time. Thanks for putting up with that. I was in the car and I try to make it the best as possible. Yeah, this show is great. I had such a good time. Just good people here, good panel. Gamers, the way they vision is respectable. Not angry, or just talk about the thing that we love and push it the way it really should be. So this won't be the last time. I definitely would want to do more shows with you guys. Floor Hugger, just hit me up when you guys have another planned show. This is great. Thank you for having me. I think we'll be happy tomorrow. But like Floor Hugger says, if it doesn't come through, just try not to break anything. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And like I said, I really, if you put Floor Hugger, or if you put Halo to the King, or Citizen, or Fame, and you said, you push that show as a fan, I think that you guys would get it done. And I think that I would get it. But sometimes in the big corporate world, things just get overthought, and have 15 meetings over the same little thing, and sometimes it just gets micromanaged. But I'm hoping that's not the case tomorrow. Actually, I feel relatively confident in their thing, and hopefully we're all talking about that after the show. I'll be checking your. What time are you guys? You guys going to the show?
Yeah, we're going live 15 minutes before the pre-show. Maybe 30 minutes, depending on how froggy we are in the morning.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check you out. I am too working, but I am going to try to take my lunch, somehow figure it out.
I'll be in the bathroom watching it. Got a boo-boo, leave me alone.
I'll put my mask on. I can't find my mask.
Who the hell keeps talking about bug snacks in the restrooms?
But thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And like I said, really good people here. As like everything with Xbox and just everything seems to be really getting fevered pitch. So take advantage of it. Get through the streaming and do all that stuff. You guys are great. And until next time, we'll do it up again. We'll have a lot of fun.
Awesome. So I do want to apologize for the beginning of the show. There was a bit of an issues with the frame rate, but luckily, that was fixed fairly quickly. But I do apologize about that. Once again, shout out to the homie Tim Dog for coming through and chatting us with us once again, man. I know that man is busy on the road, and he took time out of his day to come back and holler at us. I mean, I know it is hard to say no to Floor Hugger. She is the face of Level 1 Gaming and all, but
Oh no, stop.
Hey, you got to do us a huge favor. No matter where you're watching, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the stream out. Don't forget, it's on the screen next to Demi God and Halo, lv1gaming.com. Please get your gamer news from there. Whenever possible, we always got a bunch of original content. We got some really cool interviews that are coming up fairly soon. So thank you guys, and congratulations. You got leveled up to 117. This was Double XP Podcast. We'll see y'all in the morning. Get your coffee ready, get your Diet Coke ready, whatever you need to get yourself up in the morning, because we're talking video games and Xbox. Let's go! We out.
My ear